Morning, just a quickie, just say hello. We are here. Oh, Belle left her bum exposed. I'm just about to brush her tail, but yeah, we are about to go and have a little go at working hunter in the winter, which I think there is a reason that there is not working hunter in the winter, because the amount of cleaning and that is just not the one in the mud with the grey. So yeah, I need to get on top of that now, and I'll come back to you in a bit. So we're not working with the worst in the world, to be fair. I've just brushed her front legs, but see how bad your clip is in the cold light of day in a minute. But it's just the tail. It is quite disgusting. So we will get onto that first. As the legs, we could, you know, if we somehow run out of time, even though we've got a couple of hours, we can get away with them. But let's make you even more beautiful. We've got a plait as well, haven't we? Forgot about that. See, fences. Quite nice. Not actually fences I thought they'd put in. A bit bright going into the sun, but nice. Oh, it looks a bit interesting with that bit underneath. Hey, we are here. Hungover boyfriend is also here. Just walked the course for 70. I can't remember if I've said what I'm doing yet. I'm doing 70, as not done working hunter before, so I had no idea what their courses might be like. And when I dropped down to it the other week for BRC, I just really enjoyed it a lot more. And obviously we did have problems at jump, so it's good to have that lower height. And then we're doing the 80 after. But yeah, it's a good sized course. It's long for a working hunter. It's 12 jumps, so there's definitely a few she might look at. Number 5 I think has a sort of weird tray-y thing underneath that you can't really see until you come up to it, so I'm certain she'll have a last second look at that if nothing else. Some of them can be quite bright when the sun's out as well, so yeah, we'll just see. But otherwise it's not too bad, of course. It's all generally quite nice. Yeah, and then yeah, so we'll do 70 now, and then back for the 80 in a bit. And see what state Belle's in right now, because she pooed on me earlier, literally about a second before I wanted to get her in the box, so that was wonderful. Probably on the most expensive coat I own. And yeah, I need to open the box, so I'll be back in a bit. Hey all, I thought I would voice over one round and then leave you to watch the other. So I'll voice over the first one. This is our 70, so we just go in, stop, sort of say hello to the judge and check what they want you to do. They just said go when you're ready. So went off and had a good canter around, trying to get a nice rhythm. This I still don't actually think is the best tactic for Belle. I think less of a canter and run up it works better for her, but anyway, try different things. Nice couple of jumps to start off with. The general theme for this round, I would say, was that a little bit fighty. I held her a little bit, but then she was also being very strong as well, so we were sort of just working against each other really. It's not awful at all around, but you can just see her fighting me a little bit with the head, but then also I am bringing her back a lot. This one I brought her back a lot because I was worried about the sort of tray thing that was under it, but actually she really didn't look at it at all. It's funny what they look at. That one we were just too tight into it. It's the same with the other one we had down, really. We were just too tight. I didn't give her that looser couple of strides as you come in to the jump, to allow her to really jump nicely and use herself correctly. So we had those two down, which, you know, you can just see where you make mistakes and learn from them. So, and I think we did that on the next round, so that's really the main thing, to be honest. But overall, not too bad. Hadn't jumped in a while, certainly hadn't done working hunter in a while. Never done working hunter at this venue either, so good one to get under our belts and just add to our experience. So that was the end of our round, and now we go straight into our little individual show. Every working hunter does it different. If you haven't seen working hunter before, then please check out my other vlogs, because I do go into more detail about how working hunter works, but they all do run differently, so it just depends on the day. Wow, this looks like it's a completely different day all of a sudden. It's not, I promise you. I've just snipped it down a little bit so you don't have to see every single second of our individual show. It's not that exciting, but you just do a bit of walk, show, trot and canter on each rein, and then you have a gallop as well. Again, if you followed us, you'll know how we are normally in the flat work, but I'll talk about that in the actual vlog in a bit. But I was pleased. She normally can be quite feisty when the jumps are still there and you are circling, because she obviously thinks, well, we've just been jumping, you'll just bring me around to jump again. But actually she really kept a lid on it. We had a lovely gallop along here, both enjoy that a lot, and she came back to me well after it as well. So I'm really pleased. I think maybe she's starting to understand a little bit more what's expected of her as well in this working hunter stuff. So yeah, really pleased. I am going to tell you that was a square halt, because you can't see whether it was or not. The front definitely looked like it was. I'm going to say it was, because why not? No one can tell otherwise. But she was a good girlie, and I was really pleased with that.
Go.
Hey, so we are just waiting to be able to walk for the 80. So I'm just being a bit shy. But yeah, we had 2 poles, which is a shame, and she was strong. So yeah, we had some funny jumps and stuff where I was probably holding a little bit too much, but then she was also very strong, so it's a difficult balance. But yeah, I'll try and not hold so much in the next one, see if that helps. But I'm quite pleased with my riding. I know that I didn't actually take a hold. I was doing my little 1-2 that I had in as a plan, and I think that helped as much as it could. But I'm pleased with the little show. I thought that was quite sweet actually for Belle. I haven't looked at this back, it's just how it felt. So yeah, she's sort of was dozing off a minute ago, so I really hope that means she's chilling out, but I'm sure it won't. She felt quite wide in the warm-up anyway, to be honest. I wasn't really that surprised going in. Like one part, yeah, she wasn't listening loads. You could probably see a bit of fighting, and I wanted to bring her onto the right leg into 7, I think, and she just was like ignoring me. So yeah, what are you seeing? Okay, she looks well awake again, so good times. Yeah, we didn't get clear, so we don't go into the bit at the end where they're all going around together, which Belle would have loved. So, but Jack has told me if we get a clear round, then I get Chinese. So I'm really praying that Belle's listening to that. I've told her she'll get like all of the treats, like a whole packet of polos. I don't know what she's looking at right now. So yeah, fingers crossed. About to walk the course, and we'll see what that looks like. Then we'll go back down, take the rug down, get on, come back. Then we're pretty much good to go, I think. So yeah, we shall see.
I might bring him up here.
Under this pressure, under this weight, we are diamond. Feel my heart beating. I feel my heart underneath my skin. I feel my heart.
So I realised I never did any filming after the last round for this vlog, so I'm here a little bit in the future just editing, and I wanted to just pop back on quickly and talk to you about it because for some reason I didn't. So sorry about that, but just want to recap really the 80 because I've already talked about 70 anyway, but I was really pleased with how the round went. We felt a lot more together, and I remember riding a lot more positively, which definitely was good. I think from watching it back and how it felt at the time, we really met pretty much everything on a good stride, bar one jump maybe. Even the one we had down, we were on a good stride, she just didn't pick up. So I don't think you can hear it in the video, but my mum was filming and literally can hear her sigh and go, oh, for God's sake. So just one of those things. It is just how Belle is. She isn't a careful horse. I've said this before, so I'm not too upset about that. I think we improved from the first round, which is all I want. So that's great, and I felt like the round was really nice. And I think I mentioned earlier already, but she did some really sweet moments in the shows after. I definitely think she's improving in that aspect, because before, when we were doing it, she would just feel like, especially when there's jumps still in the arena, it's quite difficult because everywhere you turn it's like you're lining up for a jump, and she'd definitely still be in that jumping mode because you have literally just finished the round. So it was a little bit more erratic feeling, but I would say I don't know if it's just the day or if she's sort of learning a little bit more what's expected now, but she definitely settled much better than normal in the show. Correct outline, even though it is tense, like I'm aware of that, but it's definitely an improvement for us again, so I'm really happy about that. Nice gallop, she came back to me well afterwards again, which can be problematic, so really pleased. I will add, I don't know because people might be interested, but the little things I was doing that day or have learned and put into practice that day, which I actually think really helped, was in the warm-up I was doing a lot of, well, flat work really, but I did quite a bit of leg yielding in particular, just getting her moving off of my legs, because that is an ongoing issue with Belle, of her, especially when we're jumping, just ignoring my inside leg, doing her own thing turn wise, and then we just don't have the round that I want in terms of the flow and the turns and where we turn and how tight. So that helped. I was definitely a bit more, what's the word, stronger with my leg as well in the round, whereas sometimes, and I've been told this by instructors, I can ask nicely and then Belle nicely says no or ignores me. I was definitely, well, if I wasn't getting a reaction from a press on the inside leg, I would just give her a little tap with that leg, and that definitely then had her, reminded her to do the movement that we do all the time, which is more of a leg yield turn rather than turning. I also saw that in a vlog that I watched. I think her name's Ella, but I can't remember her YouTube name, but she had a lesson with Ross Cantor, and Ross kept repeating about leg yielding around the turn. So that's something I've started to put into practice myself and has really helped, I think. So thank you very much, Ella. I think it's just Ella.horses. I'll put it here in case you want to check her out. But also, just, I mentioned briefly, but the little 1-2 on the rein, basically rather than going a nice rhythm, you don't want to be hanging on to them, but I sort of go from no contact to then like a lot. So it's just having that continual contact and conversation where you just have a little sort of tap with the reins, you just remind them, yeah, I'm here, like we're together. And then when you want to bring them a bit more together before a jump, then they're there rather than sort of stop-starting, because that's when you get the fighting as well. So I definitely think that helped, and that's something I can keep working on and improving with. And that's probably the two main things that I was putting into practice that I feel actually had a impact on how the round went. So I'm really happy about that, and I'll continue to keep working on that. And that's probably it. We didn't place or anything like that. We were against some very, very smart horses and riders. There's people there that I know have been to Hoy. A few different people had multiple horses, and it was very professional. So I knew that from the start, but I'm really pleased that didn't let that intimidate me, and we just did our own thing, even though it might have felt a little bit out of place or out of our depth, but it's just experience for us, and it's nice to be able to do something like this at the time of the year that you'd never be able to do it. We wanted to support a local venue because they were running it for the first time, so just to show that people are wanting that sort of thing this time of year. So yeah, really pleased. It was hard work showing this time of year. Not sure I'm going to rush to do that again, but I also don't think we're going to be able to make the next one because of the prep for British Eventing Champs, which is going to be starting now. We've got basically a month, 6 weeks till we go, so I just want to be all aimed towards that. So there's going to be some flat work lessons, some jumping lessons. If I can get to an arena eventing clinic, I would love to just see what we can fit in and afford, but yeah, that's the plan now. So thank you so much for watching. We're now in 2025, so happy 2025. I hope you had an amazing 2024, and here is to another year together, and hopefully thriving, loving life, having a great time. So thank you so much for watching. If you stuck with me for ages and this is another year together, then I do appreciate it so much. Please subscribe if you don't already. It really means a lot. And please send a comment. I'd really love to know what you would like to see more of this year or less of this year, or in general, because I feel like that feedback would be amazing, and I'd love to give you guys what you would love to see. So please let me know in the comments, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, much love.